Hello everyone, and welcome back. I don't really know why I'm starting this video off like a vlog, but I've been watching a lot of Steven vlog lately, and if you aren't watching him, then you really should. He's a really funny YouTuber, and his Let's Play channel is also pretty good. But I've been watching a lot of vlogs, and I felt like starting out this video like this, so here I am, and that's my arm. And I am terrible at vlogs. I don't know why I'd start it like it, but it was different. Okay, I'm starting to ramble. Anyways, you're not here for that. You're here for me to talk about today's anime, which is Heaven's Lost Property. And judging by the title, you can already tell that I didn't really like this one. To put it simply, I find it disappointing. Now, before anyone jumps on me, just let me say that disappointing does not equal bad. Because Heaven's Lost Property, it's not bad. Unlike the familiar Zero, which I find complete shit. This one, while I do find a little overrated, it's not bad. But there are a few elements that I really don't like, which really hindered my enjoyment for the anime, and hindered my enjoyment for quite a few parts of it that I did like, and which made me stop the anime in the middle of season 2. And I just couldn't watch it anymore after that. I was just, it was hard to watch. But before I get to those negative points, I'd like to start off with a couple positives. Now, firstly, the animation. In general, the animation is really good, especially for an ecchi anime. Now, with a lot of ecchi anime, you tend to get a lot of the same character designs, and pretty much they all look the same, and they really aren't trying that hard, and they look cheaply produced. This one looks like a lot of effort is put into it, and it is very nice. Now, however, while I can praise the animation itself, I'm not really the biggest fan of the character designs. This is more of a minor problem, but I guess a lot of the faces I just don't really like the looks of. It's hard to describe, but I just don't really like them. And also, another problem I have is that I feel like they overuse sort of the chibi style of animation, especially on Tomoki, the main character. And I'll begin to him later. Oh boy, I will. Anyways, pretty much, I feel like they overuse it too much. Like, I don't mind the chibi style animation, but when you use it too much, I get tired of looking at it, and it loses its comedic effect, which what they're trying to do with it. And overall, the animation, I sort of have mixed problems with it. In general, it's really good, but the character designs and overuse of the chibi stuff, I'm not a fan of. Alright. Also, now we get to the humor. Now, this is another part of the anime where I sort of had mixed issues with it. More of the humor being hit and miss. Like, half the jokes are really funny. Like, there were quite a few moments in this anime where I was just busting out laughing, like, really funny. But then there is a lot of jokes in this anime, mainly centered around the main character, Tomoki, which I just can't stand. I find very annoying and stupid. Like, in that one episode where they form a band, like all the main characters form a band, and then he starts singing this song about his tits. And that was one of the dumbest parts of this show, and just made me facepalm myself. And that actually kind of hurt. Anyways, the humor, hit and miss. You know, another part where I find it disappointing because not every joke really hits. And I'm just having mixed feelings on whether or not I should continue watching the show. It makes it very hard to get through some episodes when some episodes are really funny, but others are just terrible with their comedy, in my opinion. Now, I've mentioned Tomoki a couple times, and as you can probably already imply, this is the big reason as why I don't like this anime all that much. I really fucking hate Tomoki. I cannot stand this little piece of shit. He's one of the worst perverts in an anime I've ever seen. Why? Well, for one, a lot of the jokes centered around him's pervertedness all feel the same. Like, it's the same damn joke. He tries to do something perverted, it gets into his chibi form, and then in the end he gets the shit beaten out of him in some way. And it's just not funny, and it's the same joke every episode. They try to put a little variety into it, but overall it gets very annoying. Also, I watched the English dub, and while a lot of people will criticize me for watching English dubs, like, you should watch subs and blah, 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 in all honesty, the English dub was really good. I liked most of the voices in the English dub. It was a solid job. Other than Tomoki, I will say I fucking hate his voice. Whoever voiced Tomoki, I hate his voice. It's so screechy, high-pitched, and still going through puberty type of teenage boy voice that I just really grated on my ears. I could not get used to it, and it also made him even more annoying than he already was. And what makes it worse is that I can't, his voice, when I'm thinking of his voice, it makes me dislike characters from other anime that I really shouldn't dislike. For example, like Sunahara from Clannad. From Clannad. Sunahara from Clannad, I end up disliking because he has the same voice as Tomoki. It's just so screechy, high-pitched, and he's screaming a lot. And that just gets really grating on my ears, and I can't listen to it. And that really hurts Clannad, because Clannad is a fucking amazing anime. But I just can't stand this character, and it doesn't help that he's pretty much a borderline rapist. Like, with perverted characters, it's like you don't want to go too far with their pervertedness and make them seem like a rapist, because then they become unlikable. And Tomoki tends to cross that line a couple times, like in that Season 2 episode where there was that wrestling tournament, and he pretty much just pinned a girl down and started groping her boobs. And it's like, that's rape. He's fucking raping a girl. And it's like, and we're supposed to find this funny? I don't get it. And that's another part of the anime why I just can't understand completely why people love this anime so much. I can't stand the main character, and when his perverted jokes, his perversion and all the humor centered around it take up a majority of the humor, that's a big problem. And I end up liking most of the other characters a lot more than the main one. And that is another problem. And I'm trying to think of one more thing. I was just about to say something. What was it? Damn it, I forgot. Oh, right. I remember, like, how they beat the shit out of him. It's like, I should find that funny because of how unlikable he is, but I don't. It's just, I end up feeling bad for him, and I don't know why. I guess it's because of one thing I dislike in anime, and how the main characters are always getting the shit beaten out of them for some reason or another. It happens in a lot of ecchi anime through, like, misunderstandings. And I guess that's part of humor that I just really grown to dislike. And I just don't like the main characters getting the shit beaten out of them sometimes. And including in this anime, I just don't find that part of it funny either. And that is going to be what makes or breaks this anime for you, for the most part. Whether or not you find it funny. And with a bad main character like this, it really sinks the anime for me. And that really doesn't work. It really makes me feel upset because I really should love this anime. For example, the story, on some level, and when it goes over with some characters and their development, is very good. Like, all the angels, like, I guess, wait, no, that's not, I'm thinking of another character. What was her name? Damn it, I forgot their names. Like, the two angels that come down from heaven, like, I can't remember their names, but it's like, their backstory and stuff is really good, and it's very interesting. I'd like to see this a lot more than a lot of what we get, which is a lot of Tomoki and his pervertedness and the humor around that, and etc., etc. And that's another part where I find it disappointing. Sorry if I was rambling too much in this video. It's something I don't have a script for this, and I just felt like saying what was on top of my mind right now. But overall, Heaven's Lost Property, again, is an anime that is not bad, but it is something I should like a lot more than I do. It has good animation, some good story elements, and some good humor. But with the overuse of chibi animation, not so good facial expressions, and one of the most annoying main characters and / perverts in anime, makes us disappointing. So, that's all I have to say. What do you think about Heaven's Lost Property? Do you love it? Or do you think it's disappointing like me? Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.